Financial success, learning the value of earning a dollar, and one of New England's only minority-owned banks is staking a claim in the Seaport District. Money Talks today on Cityline. Hello, everyone. I'm Karen Holmes Ward. Welcome to Cityline. Now, it seems that the suburbs have begun a migration into Boston. This includes small banks with big ideas. Recently, Leader Bank set up shop in the Seaport District, where banks are somewhat rare. As a hotspot for growth, this Arlington-based bank is getting ahead of the influx of money going into the Seaport District. The president of Leader Bank, Sushil Tuli, joins us now. How are you today?
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on your show.
Now, let's talk first about Leader Bank. What is it? Many of us haven't heard of Leader Bank. Tell us about the philosophy of the organization.
So Leader Bank was started in Arlington in 2002. And the reason I started Leader Bank was, first of all, when I was a young man, it was my dream to start my own bank. And then in 2002, what we were seeing was a lot of small community banks were being taken over big financial institutions. And there was a need for a community bank for the neighborhoods, for small business owners to have personal service. And at that time, I decided that I want to open a small community bank. And we opened in Arlington, our first branch in 2002.
Now, what goes into deciding to open a bank?
It's about a 3-year process. You have to go to your regulator, you have to go to FDIC to convince them that you are the right person to open a bank, that you have to identify the need, and you have to show them that you are the one who can help meet that need. And once they give you their blessings, then you have to find a location where you want to open the bank. And once it's done, the big challenge comes in is to have customers like you.
You have to attract depositors.
Luckily for me, in 2002, the small community banks were being taken over by big banks. So not only the customers needed a small community bank, but the employees who were used to working with small community banks, they did not want to go and work for big financial institutions. And so for me, it was easy to attract those quality employees to come work with me and the customers to come do banking with us.
And we should point out that there are a few minority-owned banks in the Boston area or in Massachusetts, for that matter.
That's right, exactly. And I think there are only 2, and Leader Bank is one of those.
So why have you now decided to move into the Seaport District or the Innovation District?
So Leader Bank has grown. When I started the bank, it was only $6.5 million bank. We have grown. We grew to 6 branches in Middlesex County. So it was Belmont, Cambridge, Burlington, and Arlington. And we wanted to get out of Middlesex County to get our footsteps out of Middlesex County, and we decided to open in Boston. And in Boston, Seaport District is the area which is a happening place. 5 years ago, it used to be a parking lot. You could go and park your car there. And now there's so much. It has become a neighborhood. There are hotels, there are beautiful restaurants, apartment buildings, condominiums. But it was underbanked. So
and with that development comes a lot of money into the neighborhood.
Exactly. So we looked into it and we said, this is where we want to open our first branch. So in June of this year, we opened our first branch in the Seaport District.
That's great. You know, why is it important, do you think, for more people of color to get involved in banking in New England?
You know, for any minority to be in the banking, opening bank is very important because they understand the need. I'm immigrant myself. I know the needs of immigrant communities for banking, financial services, personal service. People can come and meet with me, whether they are looking for a business loan, we're looking for a commercial loan, residential loans. And it's just like we understand that this needs to be filled, and a small minority-owned community bank can fulfill that need.
And not to say that your requirements for giving out loans are overly relaxed, but your point is that you take a different view of giving out loans that more traditional banks might.
That is so true. The guidelines are the same whether it's a big bank or a small bank, we have to follow the same guidelines. What we understand, like I'm on Fannie Mae's Affordable Housing Board. I was on Massachusetts Housing Board. So we understand the needs. I started my bank as a small business. When I meet another small business owner, especially if they are a minority, woman-owned business, I take so much pride helping them out. And when I see them grow just the way I'm growing my bank, it's a satisfaction for me. You know, like, business is not about money. Business is helping us, seeing people successful. And if others are successful who are working with you, you are successful. And that's my pride, that because of my expertise, what I have created, I have helped hundreds of homeowners to be a first-time home buyer. My pride comes in when they call me and they say, thank you. We moved in our house. We are very happy.
Oh, that's great. You know, one of the new technologies in this location will be to allow people to withdraw money in $5 bills and $1 bills. Why did you decide to incorporate this in the new branch?
You know, just think, when you go to somebody and you have only 20, you need to give somebody $5 tip. You don't have it.
Yeah.
Or you need like small bills. So we decided that this ATM machine, we're going to have 5s and 1s and 10s and 20s. So customer can decide what they want. If you want to take, like, say, $148, you can get $148. You don't have to get 160. And this is very common. We are seeing a lot of people are using it, and especially in that neighborhood, the people come to valet parking, all kind of things. And
I would assume they would help the consumer manage their money better if they just take out exactly what they need.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we started in this ATM, and now 3 of other branches ATMs, we are doing the same thing.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us today to talk about Leader Bank.
You are very welcome.
Okay. You can find Leader Bank on Northern Avenue right by the courthouse. Up next, Bank of America.